single trade has been a M or W setup. So until that changes, probably want to stick with that. And anybody's still left on the long side. So pretty much the same. There you go, Lulu. Groundhog Day. All right. So there's the plan, guys. Stick with the M&Ws today, at least until you start seeing a more expanded price action, right? Look for multiple points of confluence. It doesn't have to be the points of confluence that I've mentioned. You could choose your own points of confluence.
All right.
3 minutes.
All right. So here we go. Very, very, very slow price action, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very slow moving markets this morning. Probably going to be waiting until 10. So be cautious. Trade lighter. Uh, so here we did this last week, 2 days in a row. How long do you think it might want to take to uh,
A year.
find your trade setup? How long do you think, guys? As long as it takes. Thank you, Mohammed.
That's a good answer.
Sell signal possibly coming up, or we're coming right up to the open here. So as long as it takes. Listen, think about it. Last week, if you really followed a trade plan on
Ed.
if you followed what's
Sorry.
Ed.
All right, 30 seconds.
I mean, if you really, really think about it, guys. There you go. What knowledge there? Buy low, sell high.
There you
So
go.
there we go. A little push down on the open here.
10 seconds.
Just gave you guys a little sell signal there.
If you
And
took it,
we are
tighten
running
up
into
your
the open. So
stops,
I was going to say we're running into the open. So those of you
and you're out.
who got bigger accounts, buy low, sell high. Can be trading it. Everybody else, just be patient. Those that are more consistent, bigger accounts, you're short on the YM. Probably same for the ES for a minute. Everybody else, be patient. Wait a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of time to get this price action down. And we'll see if the ES wants to follow the YM now on the push down. Doesn't look like it. So it just wants to keep chopping a little bit. Here, what about this, guys? Yesterday morning, we put in a zone above all-time highs before the all-time highs came in. How did we possibly get that? And it literally the bottom of the zone was to the exact tick for all-time highs. Is that magic? I mean, saw that yesterday. Yeah, there you go, Lulu. Anybody see that yesterday? Guys, this is not the. I'm not trying to brag on myself here, but I mean, if you here, picking, finding something like that is not luck. YM. I got a couple people that are short. Your stop's at. I'm probably thinking about being flat. It's at least 618 on the stop for the YM. Is there anybody else doing this on the ES?
I'm on the ES. It just started moving, so
Me too. I was in it a little bit ago. 2 targets off. I took my own call, but that was my plan. Little tiny M. I like the midpoint, so I took the little midpoint there. Tick below it. That's my trade plan. And I'm just gonna come back and get me. 2 targets off, so it's pretty clear, clean, green, winning trade. There's one. There we go, flat. Good deal. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, again, ES uptrend, YM downtrend, a little mixed trend here. Pretty much, again, guys, how many times do we have to go through the same scenario? Really a trend neutral inside acting day until what? Price has to stay above all-time highs for the ES. It's got to stay above that little range, overnight range on the YM, or below it. Well, right now, the two are really kind of opposed to each other. So at the end of the day, what does that tell you? It tells you that even the big boys and girls are not all in the same boat. They are not decided on direction. So what do you do as a trader? You pick a look at the zones working on the YM and the ES too, guys.
Yeah, zones working nice on the
Zones don't
YM.
work.
Yeah, you get lucky.
Told you my zones are spot on, buddy.
You get lucky.
Yeah, it's just luck. Just luck.
Gee, how can I get a set of those zones?
Let's I want to talk about that. I'll talk about that class. It's okay with you, Paul?
Yeah, actually, go ahead.
So as you guys know, you might be getting a little bit of an M here on the ES. Hold on. You're getting a bigger M on the YM there. It is going into that zone, but if you didn't take the second leg on this M on the YM, I would pass on it. It depends on whether you're green or not. You could put a sell stop below the little.
You're right up here around
M.
this
That.
high of the day or the high overnight.
Because if it breaks down there again, it should sell. So to go ahead and start selling off. And yes, pushing for all-time highs again. Look at that. Craziness, people. Craziness. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Ed. Yeah. That's what we're going back to more of that. I mean, I know I am personally. So we're going to be going back to more of, a format where, or I will in the room with you guys, is more of a format where, yeah, when we have good trade setups and clean, we're going to be talking about the trades and in the trades. But at the end of the day, I mean, this environment we've been in, doesn't constitute that you should be taking a ton of trades. It's just, if you get in tune with the market, with whatever instrument you're trading, if you get in tune with it, then obviously you can trade more often. But again, guys, I don't sit up here and pretend like I'm something I'm not. I have a hard time trading these environments. All year has been hard for me. Well, obviously I was sick as a dog half the year. It's like I woke up like halfway through the year. But I'm back and alive, ready to roll. So there was a nice little M on the ES there. YM just chopping around. So again, I just can't, like, personally, like, I can't take a lot of trade. Again, your trade plan doesn't have to be mine. So, I'll call trades all day long for you guys. I don't care. Doesn't mean I'm going to take them.
Know your trade plan.
Know your trade plan. But the point I'm trying to make here is that I don't see the reason in taking a ton of trades. I mean, how many of you guys look at it this way? Here's the thing: is I've been doing a ton of coaching calls the past couple weeks. Now that I'm back, healthy, ready to roll, ton of coaching calls, and nice trade, Lulu. Good job. One of the things I found is I sit here and preach every day, 1 to 2 to 4, 2 to 4 good, high quality trades a day, and be done with it. The way most of you are sitting here pressing buttons and not listening to what I'm saying. So I've made it a mission to do this until I'm blue in the face and preach about more quality, less trades, more quality, less trades. Have a trade plan, track your trades. Most of you out there, the resounding thing that I've learned is you're not doing 3 things. You're thinking that you're more trades is the answer. For most of you, more trades is not the answer. Most of you are not tracking your trades. Well, every time I get on a coaching call with you guys and you're not tracking your trades, what do you think I'm going to say? I can't help you. If you're not willing to do the work to help yourself, I can't help you. And the third thing that you're not doing is you're not treating this as a business. You're not planning your trades in advance. You're waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. Guys, that's not the purpose of this club. The purpose of this club is to teach you how to do it yourself. I mean, think about that. We're the only freaking place out there that actually teaches you how to do it yourself and not worried about losing business over you becoming self-sufficient as a trader. No other freaking place out there does that. I mean, so the point I'm trying to make here is you got to treat this as a business. And you still in that short, Lulu? All right, third time was a charm on the YM there, it looked like. First touch rules being respected. Both YM and ES first touch rules being respected. So respected on the ES, I mean this will tick to the first touch rule and bounce off of it. That doesn't happen by accident. So that tells us that we'll probably end up with some sort of pretty defined trend here in a little while, probably after 10. All right. So you got the sell signal that Lulu called out. You had a second chance on the sell signal on the ES. YM first touch rule. I missed that one. Somebody help me out, Coach Paul. Wait for it. If you guys mind scanning the charts while I'm on my high horse.
Yes. Do your thing. I'm watching.
Call out a trade if you see a proper setup.
I see one now, but it's
Yeah.
kind of
So as you guys know, and here's this is gonna be a big deal here, guys. Again, class today is going to be on planning and having proper expectations. The boring thing that none of you want to do. But I'm not gonna say none because there are some of you that are really good about this and do it well. Plan and have proper expectations. Flat. Okay. You get a couple deals short on the YM here. At
Mm,
this point, those
I
of you
don't
short
know.
on the YM, just use the mid Bollinger for now until it breaks out of that. There's a prior swing that's running into right now. So as most of you know, we are making a point here, and I'm getting to it eventually. We are selling the zones to outsiders. You guys know that. We're not hiding it. We're not keeping it secret. However, you do know also, in the true fashion of what we normally do here in this club, the best value for anything is inside the club. So don't worry about that, people. There's no way that you're going to get a better value for what you have than inside the club, and we'll never change that. A little bit of a trend line here on the ES, huh?
Yeah.
The point I'm making with that, guys, is tiny little trend line. Let's do that. Let's do this right here. Something like that. That should be close enough. Oh, wow. That actually is a trend line that
No, that's
extended.
nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Interesting. I guess you got about the same thing forming on the line here, too. Bigger trend line on the downside.
On the, as I say, on the opposite side.
Stay short on the YM, guys. Now that it's broken through that prior swing. ES, garbage right now. Be careful, be cautious. Back to the point I'm trying to make. Most of you do know that we're selling the zones to the outsiders, outside public. Again, best value is always going to stay inside the club. You guys can go look and find it out yourself. I'm not going to hide anything, be silly about this. We're going to be straightforward with it. However, one unexpected thing from selling this to outsiders has come up, and that they want me to do a class on zones, and they want me to do a class on how to use zones, how to make zones. So here in the very, 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 very near future, I will be doing a very, very near future. I'll be doing a probably about a 2 or 3 day class on said zones, how to make them, how to get them, how to
Kind of like a
use them. But there'll be other things involved in the class, like trade plan.
kind of like an online boot camp.
Basically, yeah, kind of like an abbreviated version of online boot camp. But we're gonna call it a class because that's what the outsiders want to call it. Point being is, again, there's quite a few of you that are in the club that are grandfathered into that class, and we realistically it's going to be a class, but we're also going. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to offer other things like memberships to the club to these people. But if you guys have ever been in any training or class or boot camp that I've done, no matter what, even though we do have new people that want to buy stuff from us and be a member or get coaching, no matter what, we still stick to one thing. It's going to be educational. The point I'm trying to make is some of you are grandfathered in that class. You're welcome to participate. If you want more information, reach out to Coach Paul. We are literally going to be hammering out the details of it here in a little while.
Yep. Today.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Early afternoon, we'll have a good answer, straightforward answer. So, opportunity for you guys to do a little bit of class, have some class, get some class. You'll probably be classier than me after it. Staying short on the YM people.
A lot of value. It's going to be good.
The class, yeah. We're basically going to back in. It's going to be noon to 4-ish.
Yeah, so noon to
Last,
3, noon to 4.
Noon to 3, noon to 4 for 2 to 3 days. Again, we're going to hammer out the details this afternoon. But if you're interested in it, it'll be an online class. And if you're interested, let Coach Paul know. We'll get you in it. Again, a lot of you guys are already grandfathered into it. You just have to show up. If you don't know whether you are or not, reach out to us. We'll help you out with it. Let you know. That's enough about that. So you guys know that we're doing a online class. There will be outsiders there, so don't be afraid of outsiders. What I'm trying to do, guys, is convince some of you to show up to help us talk to these outside people and get them ingrained in our thought process.
To be honest with you, some people could actually use the classes. They'd be very beneficial.
Well, and yeah, a lot of you could use the class. I mean, you know, again,
these things are power packed. These things are packed with all kinds of knowledge, and well, you know, anybody that's taken the boot camp knows how we do it. You don't walk away from there going, "Oh, I didn't learn anything."
You know, you always learn something. There's always something that I feel like I've got, and then all of a sudden the markets will do something that reminds me every single time of something I haven't talked about in a long time, and then the market just says, "Hey, here's an example of something you should remember." All right. YM, might be getting a little second chance on the sell signal here, but let's see how close are we to Homeboy talking. 13 minutes. Now the ES might be giving you. Do it with an M. If you get a nice little clean M here on the ES, then you could probably look at a sell signal. I'm just afraid of like the ES is just not. You're sitting there at the all-time highs, and it still cannot break out of that tight range. So it doesn't give me the warm and fuzzy right now. The ES just doesn't. So what do? Well, you take your trade setup. And if your trade setup doesn't work, you sit on your hands and wait until your trade setup comes around again. Or you wait until when? Price action on the ES stays above or below the range. This is a tight range on the ES. Now it's just chopping around. So, you know, you've got to, you would expect that there's going to be some kind of breakout. And probably the ES really is kind of waiting on the Powell thing. I would guess. All right. With that being said, we've gone through all the news, all the updates. You answered no. I'm sitting on them, Gerardo. That's fine. I mean, guys, think about it. I mean, you had, you know, I called a couple buy signals, a couple sell signals, and then I stopped. Why did I stop calling trade calls? I don't like, you know, other than, you know, people that are trading YM, they've got a little bit easier of a road right now. Because I don't think people should be trading this right now.
I'm not.
Again, you had the chance on the YM, several chances. You had a few chances here on the ES. I called them out for you guys. Other than that, did you really be pressing buttons when the ES has no clear direction yet? 0. YM says down, but I mean, realistically, if you're not doing 16 tick rule or M and W's on the YM, probably should be staying away from that as well. It says down, but at the end of the day, how many times have we seen that? And then all of a sudden it just turn around and run right back the other direction. Good, Gerardo. All right, we got all the news and everything out of the way. Let's see. All right, everybody that's on trial with us, please go to libertytradingclub.com. We have a series of videos there that you can take a look at. that will help you get an understanding. On the right-hand side of you go log into the members area using your email address. I believe we gave you a temporary password of trading. You can change that password if you want. Go into the members area. On the right-hand side, there's a column. Scroll down. You'll see a series of videos. Watch the videos. It'll give you a good idea of what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we do it, our thought process on this. And then if you have any questions, always at the top of the area, you have the ability to schedule a call with Coach Paul to get those questions answered. We'll happily answer those questions. If you're interested in joining the club, we will try our best to get you pointed in the right direction to make sure that you are getting the most benefit out of the gate with us. All right, that's pretty much everything that I plan on covering this morning.
Now we just wait.
I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back before Powell starts running his mouth. So you're getting a little bit of the M start to form on the ES, but again, guys, I just think that you wait until after Powell at this point. If you haven't made your trades at this point, guys, you're gonna really you want to take a trade 10 minutes before the Bobblehead talks. Do you guys want to do that? Somebody say no, please.
No, please.
No, please.
He said, thank you. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Some coffee. We got 7 more minutes to Powell if he starts it on time. I think Yellen's speaking too. I think they're both speaking.
You see that email I sent you?
No, I have not checked my emails yet.
Oh, well, I'm not going to talk to you until you do.
I'll read it in a little while. Just be patient, everyone. We don't want to trade this, or at least I don't.
I'm tired.
Yeah. It's exhausting to sit here and push buttons all day.
Shit, all day, all night.
In your case, yes.
Here lately, my brain has been like
Get out and do some exercise.
Running while I'm trying to sleep. I'm like trying to sleep, and it's got me like moving around like I'm in a video game, and it makes me sick. Yeah, like you know how you play games and you get dizzy because like sometimes the graphics don't match up with the natural movement. It's like that.
Anybody in anything? Or are we all just sitting around waiting for Powell?
Yes.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Miss Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in our trade room, just visit libertytradingclub.com. Please like, subscribe, and share.